Let's hear from Kim Dombroski with her speech entitled My Sound of Silence.
All right. Give me a second here. Okay. Fellow Toastmasters, distinguished Toastmasters, and guests. Tonight I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself, about my journey of deafness and how it started. I would stand up, but I'm in a very tight quarters, so it makes it so you can't see the screen. So beginning, I'm going to show a few slides off of a PowerPoint. I know there's those of you that like PowerPoint, so here we go. Starting with my sound of silence. This kind of gives you a backdrop of what happened. Here we go. Let's see if it plays. Back in 1965, I was about 6 months old. We were involved in a T-bone crash where there were no seat belts, no car seats. The person that hit my dad ran a stop sign and T-boned our car. His 7-year-old, they were on their way to a Boy Scouts meeting and were in a hurry, and their 7-year-old was killed upon impact. My parents had some major injuries as well as I did. I had a head injury that was quite serious. To continue the story, they did not find out about it for quite a while. This was me as an infant. Still the same eyes, same nose. The buck teeth are gone thanks to braces. So they did not find out about this head injury until I was about this age. I was a 13-year-old in junior high basketball. That's this picture right here. I was playing basketball one night. We were at practice and the coach blew the whistle saying, "Stop. You're messing around." So she decided to bench me. So I got upset and asked her why she benched me. She said, "You're bouncing the ball and I'm blowing and blowing and blowing the whistle and you're not stopping." I said, "Well, I didn't hear the whistle." So that was the beginning, to find out 13 years later that I couldn't hear. I always knew there was a problem because I couldn't hear from the back of the class. I had problems with certain sounds. I never heard the birds, but back in the early 70s, they didn't test your hearing. 13 years later, I finally got tested at, where did I go? Ohio State and Cleveland Clinic. I went both places and they found out that I had nerve deafness. We started out with one hearing aid when I was 13 and advanced to 2 hearing aids when I was in high school. That helps some, but as a lot of people now know that with hearing aids, especially those of you that might wear them or have parents that wear them, all they do is amplify sound and make the sound louder. They don't actually help clarify speech. So as through high school, in my early career, I became a paramedic, firefighter, where I did this for the last 30 years until I moved to Florida. I had multiple issues with being on the fire scene or even with my nursing career where I couldn't hear the alarms ring. I couldn't hear people that have talked to me while I was walking away, and that is somewhat still a problem. This is way back when we had a multiple fatality accident. I'm up here and I am up on top of the tank in the bottom picture. But my career did me well. As a nurse, I finally got the opportunity to get implanted with a cochlear implant, but that doesn't come until the year 2000. Without the cochlear implants on, this is what I hear. Everybody ever hear the sound of the ocean waves kind of roaring through your ears? That's what I hear. So advanced to 2000, 2008, I got my first and second implants to where now I can hear speech pretty clearly. And I've been able to keep a job, thank goodness, for the last so many years. And it has really improved my vocabulary and the ability to have what I call surround sound, because with one ear you can't hear real well, but with two ears, my hearing is just the same as your hearing. So that is my sound of silence. Without my implants, I hear nothing. Nothing at all, except for the beach waves that you just saw. And that is my journey so far with my hearing, fellow Toastmasters.